So I'm back. Another rant of the week. And honestly, I wasn't even planning on doing one this week. I didn't have anything to rant about, and I didn't really put things together very well. And then I read something. And it's the first few waves of Age of Extinction line. And I found something to rant about because I was legitimately pissed off when I read this. I mean, I was just, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, I don't know if Michael Bay had a hand in this because of the movie, or if Hasbro just decided to just bend us all over and fuck us up in the ass. Okay. So, I typed out, and I'm not including the quick flip changers or whatever the fuck you want to call them. The movies always come with a whole bunch of shit toys that appeal to the younger kids and stuff like that, and that's great, but I'm not going to buy those. I have no interest in buying those. Hell, I probably won't buy anything from this line except for I saw there's a Grimlock coming out with an Energon Grimlock. That one, if I find it, I'll pick that up because there'll be 2 more Grimlocks, and then I can do a Grimlock week because I've got Masterpiece Grimlock, which I reviewed them, but I mean I could always re-review them and then get some new ones in there. I got Classics Grimlock, and I got Generations Grimlock. So if I see that, I'll probably pick that up because I would like to buy or get one of the Voyager Grimlocks just to see how he is. That's probably the only Age of Extinction toy I'm going to buy at this point. So anyway, I'm going to read off. So the first wave of deluxe figures, and some of you might know this already, but we got Bumblebee again. Okay, it's the beginning of the movie. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that work call. My boss is at convention, so I'm actually doing everything. And we had a big snowstorm earlier this week, so it's a complete total cluster at work right now. In case you see that I'm looking a little tired, it's because of the fact I've been working 14-hour days for the last week while trying to do some reviews and trying to sell off some fans product stuff. So anyway, okay, so back to the list. We got High Octane Bumblebee, which again, it's another Bumblebee, but at the same time, it's the beginning of the movie line. We haven't really heard that there's going to be a ton of Bumblebees coming out, so hopefully we get the one and we're done. Anyway, Deluxe Crosshairs. Okay, new Autobot. That's the one with the weird trench coat hood car thing. Whatever. Dinobot Slug and Deluxe Scorn. Now, Scorn I'm pretty sure was a Dinobot too, so I don't know why they do Dinobot Slug and then Scorn. Maybe it's just because of the fact that like they got to do the every now and then you get the Autobot Ratchet kind of thing. Okay, so first wave we get 2 Autobots and 2 Dinobots. Are you seeing my problem yet? Okay. Second wave we get Lockdown. Autobot Drift, who apparently used to be Decepticon, but now it's an Autobot. But who cares? Strife and then Slash. So we get 2 Dinobots, an ex-Decepticon now Autobot, and 1 Decepticon who might not even be a Decepticon. He might just be a mercenary. Who knows? He looks like he might be. I watched the new trailer this morning, and it looks like he might be the new, like the main villain, almost. I don't know. If he is, then, and we're only getting a deluxe version of him, I'm gonna be irritated. But and I don't really collect the movie figures, but I just wish they do them justice. Revenge of the Fallen did a really good job of cranking out the figures. I mean, yeah, we still didn't get all the Constructicons, but for the most part, we got everybody that was in the movie. And I really, really enjoyed that. I collected that entire series. I mean, hey man, a little toaster guy. I thought they did a good job there. Okay, anyway, moving on. Okay, so then there's the first edition figures, which actually has only one figure, and that's Optimus Prime. Voyager series. We got Evasion Mode Optimus Prime. Grimlock, so, okay, cool. Autobot Hound. I think this is Series 2. And then Series 2 also has Galvatron, who looks like total shit, by the way. I've seen the reviews. I know some people are saying he looks okay, and some people are saying he's not that good. I'm going straight to, it looks like shit, okay? An automorph shell gimmick where you basically don't transform anything of the figure, and I've yet to see anybody review that figure that was able to get those legs to lock together. So I'm calling it shit. I mean, he looks terrible. I don't want anything to do with that figure. I will not buy that figure except for maybe use it as something to target practice for my 1911. Okay, so there's a Voyager. There's the Voyager, the first two Voyager lines, and we got 3 more Autobots and 1 Decepticon who looks like shit. Then we get the leader class figures, Optimus, Grimlock, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get the repaint of the Bumblebee. Okay, so of all the deluxe figures, the first edition figures, the leaders, and the Voyagers, we have 2 Decepticons, meaning we have more Optimus Primes in this line than we have Decepticons. We have the same amount of Grimlocks as we have Decepticons. Can anybody else see why that pisses me off? I mean, like I said, I wasn't really planning on picking up much of this line, but this doesn't help their case at all. I mean, it makes me kind of worried about the movie. I mean, the only time we didn't get really lots of Decepticons in the last 2, Dark of the Moon and Revenge of the Fallen, was the nameless drone Decepticons. We didn't really get any of them, which makes me think that that's all we're gonna see. I know we're gonna have humans that are controlling Decepticon-esque robots, but are they just gonna be nameless drones? And then Lockdown, is he gonna just have some nameless drones working for him? Is he a nameless drone, really? Are we really going to sit through a movie that has no Decepticons and all they're doing is blowing up drones? I'm sorry, but that's not gonna sit well with me. I'm still gonna see the movie, don't get me wrong, and I'll post a video review on it right afterwards. But I mean, seriously, no Decepticons really in the line? I mean, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 figures in the line. 3 are Optimus, 2 are Grimlock, and 2 are Decepticon. I mean, there's something really wrong there. There's no leader class Decepticons. The only Voyager we get is this piece of shit Galvatron. I'm not kidding. That thing looks so bad. I don't know why anybody would be like, oh, this is awesome. This thing looks like it's great feat of engineering. No, the fucking shell just folds out and wraps around the front of the figure. That's it. No. I mean, okay, shell formers are one thing. I have shell formers. I enjoy shell formers sometimes. Sometimes they're more difficult. My Rampage, he's pretty much an epitome of shell former. Nothing wrong with that. But it just wraps around. It doesn't... Even the shell formers, you have to do things to make the shell fit. You know, you have to rotate things. I mean, you don't just wrap... And it just looks like a great block of shit. That irritates me. I'm a huge Galvatron fan. And, you know what? I probably will pick up that thing just to destroy it. I don't have money for shit like that, but I will do that. I probably will buy him. But, yeah, I'm a huge Galvatron fan. That's probably going to be my next tattoo, is a Galvatron. And I can't understand how they fucked that up so bad. And the whole line. I mean, it's just Autobots and Dinobots. I love Dinobots. Don't get me wrong. I would love to have a whole Dinobot collection on my classics shelf, which we still haven't gotten. I mean, really, Hasbro? You're going to do the movie Dinobots before you finish the Fall of Cybertron Dinobots? Or Classics Dinobots? Or Masterpiece Dinobots? I mean, seriously? The fans have been screaming that we want Dinobots on our shelves since day one. And you're going to give us movie Dinobots first? What's the matter with you? And then all these Autobots, it's like... And, you know, it also makes me wonder, you know, I mean, are we going to have, like, on-screen death? Or... like a montage death scene, or oh yeah, he died, or not even mention it, because you look at the Autobot list and you look at the trailers and you quickly realize, first off, I mean, still from the second movie, we're missing RC, the 3 RC triplets, whatever. We're missing the twins, and we're missing Jolt. I don't think he was in the third movie. I didn't recall seeing him. Okay, so there's three that are missing. Or no, well, that's 6 that are missing, technically. And then we go into the Dark of the Moon. I know we lost a couple Autobots here and there, but we're still missing Sideswipe. We're missing Ratchet. I think we see a quick glimpse of him in the trailer, but it's kind of really quick, so you can't quite tell. See Dino, the 2 little annoying robots, and the Wreckers. Okay, we're missing all of these Autobots, and we're getting, you know, Crosshairs and the Dinobots and Hound. It's like, okay, but what happened to the older? You know, what happened to the last set? I mean, are we going to see Sideswipe? Because I really enjoyed Sideswipe in the movies. Even though he was very brief and underused. But are we going to see Sideswipe die? Or is it just going to be not even mentioned that he's dead? Or is he going to be in a montage? I'm anticipating we're going to see a montage of them, you know, destroying different Autobots in different locations, and it's just going to be this horrible death scene and very traumatic for Optimus Prime, and that's why he gives up being an Optimus Prime, and that's why we see him as a piece of shit truck in the back of Marky Mark's house. And that's my guess. That irritates me too, because it's like these are characters that we've grown to enjoy, and you know, I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to move away from the previous movies so that they can branch out into a new audience, and that's awesome. That's great. I enjoy that. And I think the reason for that is Dark of the Moon toys sold so poorly, and I mean, I still have some in my Toys R Us nearby. I could still go pick up a couple Bumblebees if I wanted to, and the little Mech Tech Starscream. I could. I'm not. I could. But I think what their problem more was the fact that there were, in the first 2 or 3 deluxe waves that we had like 2 or 3 Bumblebees. We had a plethora of different Optimus Prime. I mean, they're releasing too many figures that were released before they're releasing the new figures for the new movies. That's why America didn't get all the Wreckers. If they would have released the Wreckers first, then it would have picked up a little bit better. Same thing with the brain, whatever you call them, brains or IQ, Wheeljack. I think they should have focused on getting the figures that we didn't have yet out first, and then see how well that does, and if it does well, then you put out the figures that were released in Revenge of the Fallen and so on. So with this movie, again, I think that's what they're trying to do, but instead of releasing the older guys later on, they're just killing them all off, and now we're going to not have them in the new movie, and that is irritating to me. I don't understand why they would do that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it when the Autobots all died in the animated movie. That was a great scene, but it wasn't. That helped move the story arc along. And if they kill off the Autobots to make the story arc move along in this movie, great, but I think they need. I don't know. I mean, it just looks like I'm still gonna see the movie. I officially not really looking forward to it. I have this feeling that it's going to be a letdown, and it will probably end the series. It's probably going to be the Spider-Man 3 of the Transformers movie franchise. That's what I'm feeling like it's going to be, because they're showing all this stuff. You hear Optimus saying, "Oh, we need to build a new army." That there alone makes me think that the Dinobots are going to be in the last 15 minutes of the movie, if that. You see Optimus fighting Grimlock for a second, and then he's going to ride him into combat, and that'll be it. I have that's my feeling, because I have this feeling that you're going to see Optimus running from humans, fighting humans, doing all this stuff, and he gets whatever Autobots he has left, and then he's going to realize, oh, I don't have enough to take down Lockdown and his ships. So he goes off and grabs Grimlock. There's no way he's going to do that in the first 10 minutes of the movie, and we're going to see Grimlock all movie. I really think that Grimlock and the rest of the Dinobots are going to be at the very end of the movie. And I think that it's going to be, like I said, nothing more than the Spider-Man 3 for the Transformers universe. This is, for me, I think this is going to kill the movie franchise. Like I said, I'm still going to see it. I'll give a review. I'll try to do a spoiler-free and then a spoiler review when it comes out. But that's still a little ways off. So, yeah, there's my rant of the week. Fuck you, Hasbro. Fuck you. But like I said, I'm wanting to get the Grimlock from the line. I will probably pick up the Galvatron just to destroy it. I will probably be shooting it with this. This is a Taurus 1911. I do have a gun review on this up long time ago, but this is my 1911. I will be if I do get the Galvatron figure, I probably will shoot that with this. So yeah, I'll get great enjoyment out of that. I also probably will pick up Hound and do a review on him, mostly because of the fact he comes with a shit ton of guns, and I really like that look of the Dr. Wu minigun for Springer, and it looks like this guy's coming with a minigun, so I'll probably pick him up so I can give the minigun to Springer, and then I have all these other pistols and stuff like that I can give to all the mini bots and that don't have guns. So yeah, I guess that's it for my rant. What do you guys think of this toy line? I know a lot of people are really excited to see lots of Autobots. I'm not. I want to see Decepticons. I want to see all these Autobots be released. Don't get me wrong. I just want it to be spread out a little bit further and throw in a couple more Decepticons. Even if it's just re-releasing like Soundwave that we didn't really get. Things like that. So, what are your guys' thoughts on the first few waves of movie figures? Are you excited? Are you irritated? Or are you like me and just pissed off? Again, fuck you, Hasbro. Die. Don't die. That's harsh. I really like the Generation Classic figures. So keep making those, but don't make any more movie figures, please. Until you have more Decepticons.